G'day traders, John from Crypto Candlestick Trading. Just doing a quick update on Bitcoin and the crypto markets. And as we can see, we can see in the charts that it looks like there's some action happening. But if we have a look like a bird's eye view and take a long look back, even though we are getting little spikes in the market, we've got some work to do above here in order for us to break this and start moving up. It does look like it's gaining some sort of strength here. There is volume coming in. But still, we don't have anything that's really, really good in front of us at this stage. I saw a video the other day, and Jeff Bezos was on there, and he said that one of his old bosses said this to him after he came up with the idea of being, like a major library. He said, "Slow is smooth, smooth is fast," and he's kept that with him the whole time. And so, I like that. I just thought it was good. Anyway, I'm going to get rid of all these drawings. I did some back testing here, and there was quite a few green trades in a row, which was good. So. But I'll just get rid of those drawings. Slow is, I've got to take that back and have a look at it. Okay, so what I want to do here, I'll just go through. So that's the daily. Let's have a quick look at the weekly chart and have a look and see what's going on. And we can see over here, I'm just going to go from the top of the body over there just to see around about where we are. I usually find that it's anywhere between, I usually mark it between the top of the body and the top of the wick. And that usually gives me a roundabout of where we should be finding some sort of support. And we can see we've got support here. Now, do we actually have any true reversals, like candlestick reversal patterns? And if we have a look down here, okay, there's a harami there, there's a cross there, yep, okay, that's great. And then we've got an increase there, straight up to the 200. This on the weekly chart. This makes, a big difference. We've come up to above the 200. We've got a doji, a nice little push, but we've got, weakness in that push. And straight away, an engulfing, closing below 2 moving averages. Continuing this downtrend, like from a high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and are we pushing down to make a lower low? We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, come down again. Now we've got a second engulfing below the major moving averages. And now we've had a nice little bit of a push up to the 9. That's good. But so like in these last 2 days where we've seen some good action happen, that's these two here. So it's really nothing to write home about, that's for sure. Let's have a look at the daily chart and see what's going on there. And so with the daily chart, we can see that okay, so from this line here, we're engulfing there, pretty scrappy. Now we've got, like a doji and a nice close above the 9, which is good. Come back down, engulfing off the same support line, no close above the 9. I did like this one. I still do like this one, but, out of these 3, this is probably the best one, but I would have rather a close above the 9. Anyway, I ended up starting to buy in here, and I ended up getting out around about here. And I haven't really done too much with crypto in this time. I think I've had a few trades, but not many. Like, it's just, I don't like where it's at, and I'll tell you why. I'll just go through and have a look and see if I can just get the top of that candle there, and I'll just draw it back to see around about where it's gonna go. So let's say around about there. So we've got, touch, it's gone over a bit, and we're going to touch down here. So, that kind of makes sense to me. You've got to remember the whole idea about drawing these lines is drawing it, to where other people would draw it. Like, it's not what I think is the most accurate line. It's where does everyone else think the most accurate line would be. And so we just kind of take it a roundabout majority and just mark it there. So really at this stage, looking back at this now, so we've got a downtrending line which we haven't broken yet. All we've done is found resistance at that downtrending line and the 50. And at this stage here, we've got a red that's trading around about at the 50. Let's open that up a little bit more. Yep, around about at the 50. So I'll just go and have a look and see what price the 50 is at. This is the 50 here, so I'm looking for the price there around about now. So the 50 is 20,170, and so that price there is 20,211. So it's, it's a fraction above the 50, which is okay, but it's, below the downtrending line. Now let's go back to the weekly chart again, and we'll just have a closer look at that and see what it looks like on the weekly. So here, we've got a nice downtrending line, but we're under the 9, and we're under the 200. Under the 50 and under the 20. We're under all the major moving averages. The only thing that we're above on with this here is the support line. That's the only thing that we're above on the support line. Let's have one more look at something else too while I'm here. So we can see when, like when we're oversold, especially when we start, like coming out of the lows and moving into an uptrend, when we go into the oversold areas and down here as well. No, not really. So let's have a look here at these with their relative strength index, the RSI. So here we've got the low here. So yep, okay, that kind of makes sense to be the low there. And it actually was the low, even this one here didn't undercut it. and it kind of came, oh, it's only just on the line, but yep, that kind of cuts it too. I can see why that happened. Here we're over again. So that's 1, 2, 3 times we've now been over in the oversold condition on the weekly chart, and that's from 18 to halfway through 22. So, there's quite a few years there, and on the weekly chart, this is the third time that we've been down in this area. So, the first time was, the first time was here. So I'm just going to point those out actually. First time was there. That's the when we were in oversold on the RSI. There's the second time there, and here's the third time now. Actually, let's have a look. So it was back here, back of that area there. So we've got 3 areas where the oversold in the relative strength index area. So 1, 2, and 3 there. So, here kind of, yes, it did have a pretty good move actually. We'll have a look there. So that's 3,217 up to 14,000. Somewhere about 14,000. That's a significant move. And then we've got down here as well. Here, all the way up to there. That's a significant move. From here, who knows what it's going to do. If we get strong sort of breakouts, like, I just can't go near this. Like, just look at it. The only thing holding us up is support. Yep, okay, we've got good down here because we're oversold. That doesn't mean that this is like the oversold low. We could actually still continue lower, and then this still continue to go, below this low here. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens here. But, just looking at this in the, like as it looks at the moment, we're broken below the major. We'll come back and test it. It failed again. And now we're trying again. And then we can have a look at these downtrending lines here. And they just really don't look like very much. Here, touch. If once we see a solid breakthrough with this, I'd be expecting a pullback to this trend line, and I'll be looking for buyers off that trend line. But here, for where we are now, honestly, if we had 10 people lined up and we said which way do you think it's going to go, 5 would say up and 5 would go down. And I don't know which way it's going to go. Here we've got support and we've got so much stuff above us. I'm waiting for a breakout before I do anything. I want to see some movement. But when that breakout happens, we don't know how high it's going to go. It might even come up and reach the 200, or it might go down and reach the 14,000, 13,500. Who knows where it's going to go? But we are coming into an area. This on the daily chart. So let's just have a look at how many days we've got before we reach here. So we've got 1. So that's today. 2. So we'll start. So after today's over, so 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's around about 2 weeks. So around about 2 weeks from here down to there, and we should be breaking out of there. So we need to get ready that in around about 2 weeks' time, we're going to be seeing some breakouts happen. And even if we don't just see it with Bitcoin, we'll see it with some of these other cryptos as well. So we can see here that there's not really much movement with the crypto market. Like there's no major percentages, simply because it's only gone from down here to up here. And like big money can see why there's hesitation, and small amateur money is looking at trying to buy in at this stage here, and not going very far. And that's the reason for the hesitation is up here, and we can kind of see what it's done here. Okay, so now that with the crypto market, with Bitcoin, so while it's been down in these areas where I haven't really been interested in trading it at all, I've actually gone over and had a look, and I just want to show you a couple of things here. This is in a wonder, and I'll get rid of some of these charts here. So okay, so here is a trade that I'm in on at the moment, and I'm down $30. Oh shit. Not that that's a worry. Here, like I'm expecting that we might actually see some sort of rejection or some sort of reversal. We've had, this touching quite a bit in this area before. We've reached the 200 on the 4-hour chart. And there's something else that was on the daily chart as well, I think it was, on this one here. We've had all green, very strong, and we're in this support resistance kind of area. So I got my stop loss up above there. If we get some sort of reversal here, I'm not expecting much. I've got a $75 risk and a $240 gain. So this is on my small account. I just started trading. So I've got an account that I've got a couple of accounts I'm trading the crypto market with. I've got, some smaller stuff, and I've got some bigger stuff too that I trade crypto and long-term money as well. So, but I'm just trialing these currencies out here just to see how I go. So since I started a job, and since I've been there for around about 8 weeks now. So I've saved about $2,000 a week. So I got about 16,000 in there, or actually after I put this pay in there. So at the moment I've only got 14,000 in there. So I'm risking around about 140 per trade. But I managed to reduce the stop loss while the trade was open, and I just want to wait and see what happens there. Anyways, so that's that one. That's on the daily chart. Now let's I'll just go to the 4-hour chart and we'll have a look at what I was looking at. So Yeah, so here, we're up there and we had an engulfing closing, an engulfing closing below. I get in the next candle there. So as you can see, that red one there, and now we've got, it's going against me. But, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. This one here, down here on this one as well. So on this one here, this one had support on the 200 and nice engulfing off that. Even though it was a little bit weak, I got my stops well and truly below. 127 stop and a 208 win if I get it. I'm just aiming for just below the 50. And we'll see how we go there. This one here, the Japanese yen, I can't remember exactly where my trade was with this one here. I think it might have been a short one. I got in around about here somewhere and down, out around about here. Anyway, I made good money on this one here, and I made better money on this one here. On this one here. So I went short here and bought back here. So, and I made $255 or something there. Actually, no, I didn't even trade it that well. I traded, say, here we go. We can see that now. We can see that better, what I did here. So it was up here that I was getting in short at. Let's have a look at the 1 hour chart and see what I did. Okay, it's gone up there and it's pulled back. I thought I got a better, because if it did the engulfing, anyway, it's saying that I got in on this candle here, and it's saying that I got out on this candle here. Okay, so that would make sense. So if I went short there 3 times, no, that's not quite. Risk to reward, yeah. So it might have been 3 times, but in any case, it was $240 or something like that, and whatever the stop loss was there. Anyway, that was my stop. My I can't remember where, what part of no, that still doesn't make very much sense to me. In any case, I had this trade here and I had a win. I had a win on this one here, win on this one here. So anyway, I've had a few reasonably good trades with this, the Forex market, and I'm just kind of playing the game with the 4 hour, 1 hour time frames and top down analysis. I want to make sure that that's right before I, start playing the game a little bit further. But in any case, I just want to throw that out there. Anyway, traders, with crypto, I'm really not, I'm not looking all that, strongly at crypto at the moment, simply because crypto it's in a very tight wedge. And once we break outside of that wedge, then I'll be looking at getting into some things. So that will happen within the next 2 weeks. All right, traders. Anyway, I won't keep you any longer than this. I hope this has helped. If you have any questions about your charts or anything, or even about trading in general, please let me know. I'm always happy to talk about trading and charting. All right, talk to you again soon. Okay, see you.